Welcome to part 3 of Afterlife Connections and my special guests, Dr. Elisa Meadows and Jamie Butler. Elisa's son, Erik, took his own life in 2009 at the age of 20, sending Elisa on a personal journey to understand the afterlife. Jamie Butler, a gifted medium and founder of the Center for Love and Light in Atlanta, Georgia, periodically connects mother and son for insightful conversations about the next realm. A question about, it had to do with light and color, healing capabilities of music. So could he explain how both sound and color achieve this?
He's rubbing his hands together. He's like, yeah, I'll tell you. He goes, but let's dive into the deets, the details. Okay, the deets. When we're looking at music, music has sound. Sound has vibrational quality. It can be measured. This vibration is the deepest physical touch that a human could ever receive. Same with animals, trees. It's actually sound, not touch. I mean, I can hit you as hard as I can. I'm still not going to touch you deeper than if I say, hey, how's it going? Because that will resonate deeper within you. And what happens is in that vibration, it think of it like a chime almost. That vibration has a force and it hits what it's moving through, boom, and then that will then begin to shake and vibrate and resonate with this vibration that's coming at it. So as the sound moves through, everything gets shooken up and changed a little bit. And in that vibration, it creates a certain kind of energy. So it's not just vibration to water in a glass and we visually look at it and go, oh, it got shooken up, but now it's fine. It actually changes the way that it all gets mixed up, how it's handled, how it's created. Because you know how you listen to a song that you've never heard before and you're just like, oh, that is magical. I love that song. I'm addicted to it. I got to hear it again and again and again. It's because your body is totally craving all of that kind of vibration, that harmonious vibration, or maybe it was the quality of the words that we're saying. Everything has an energetic quality to it. If your body wants it and craves it, then you get this likeness to it. That's like why your favorite color changes from time to time. You know, you're so into orange for like 5 years, and then you like yellow a lot more. And then for all of a sudden, you're into green. That's just it. You've dropped into the cooler shades. He goes, but that's what your body is needing and craving. It's not so much as a visual pleasing technique. Like, I've decided that's my favorite color. Ha ha, head, you just got screwed over. It's actually your body that has decided we need this around us. We want it like this. So it's important to follow what you like because it's giving you more healing than what you expect. So when we look at sound and song, it's healing you and changing your vibrational quality. And then you wanted to look at color. So when that favorite color pops up, and let's say you ignore it. Oh, I'm not going to put that. I don't really look good in that color. I don't want to be around that color. But every time you see it, you light up. You're doing yourself a disjustice. Because if you like it, your body needs it. And I'm going to encourage everybody right now, have an accent wall in their room that they can just change every 3 to 5 years because your body is changing and your energetic body is changing. A best way to do color therapy is look at where do you stay still the most? He goes, I have the answer, but most of you guys don't think about it, is your bed. Because you lay down, boom, you're gone. So what color are your sheets? Huge importance here, right? Because you can also get what people call woo-woo, which is all bullshit as well, into the crystal healing, right? We're looking at color. Crystals have color, but it's an inanimate object, what they say. But actually, even when crystals are removed from the earth, they still grow. It's just in the slowest formation that our eyes can't see it. Because that's pretty cool. And they're living They are a living entity. They don't necessarily have what we consider a soul, but they contain information and living energy. They sustain themselves. And in that, you can put these crystals in and around your bed and have that energetic quality mix and mingle with your energetic quality, and then you can help heal yourself. Now, people's belief systems, I think you and I know this, is when they think about this shit, they go, hell no, that's not going to cure my cancer or take away my headache or whatever like that. Well, it might not, but some it really might. What I'm saying is that when you look at these techniques, music, color, crystals, whatever other crap that you want to come up with right now, he goes, it changes the quality of your vibration. And if you can clean it up enough, then guess what? You just might not get sick in the first place. Maintenance, 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 people. Clean your energy, make it resonate strong. Always he needs his soapbox and a microphone, I think, right now.
He often does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Like, hold your breath. Just zip it for a second. We'll give it back to you, Miriam.
Why do we forget where we originally come from? I mean, is it just so that we can keep our attention to what we're doing here now?
He goes, let's put that on a t-shirt and call it a day. Maybe you can make a bumper sticker out of it. He goes, no, that's the best way you can describe it. He goes, what would you do? Come back in here and remember all the deets of where you just came from? Is what's the fucking purpose? Now you're here in a lower dimensional plane. It resonates completely different from where we are. And then you're probably brooding and all pissed off because you're in the lower vibrations and you can possess those kind of lower end emotional values, which when I say lower end, that does not mean negative. It doesn't mean unwanted. I'm just trying to give you a mental description of what kind of vibration I'm talking about. They're just as valuable. That's why you come here, because you like them. But if you could remember how everything was, you'd be pretty pissed off that you were here. So easier to snip that memory right off, put you back here so that you can pretend that you're learning all of these qualities for the first time. You remember how great your first kiss was, Miriam? Like the first one, it was just like, oh my God, it's coming at me, pair of lips, stomach, butterfly, will I be good enough? What is this like? Look at the eyes, oh my God. He goes, but then after that, your first kiss is done and over. What if you were given the opportunity to have a first kiss all the time? Would you take it? Hell yes, you would take it. Well, at least probably 90% are saying hell yes. They take it, 10% are like, hell, I'm past that point, But you would want that new experience because with it becomes a new sensation and it creates who you are. And that's why we keep coming back to Earth. It's for that new kiss, for that new experience.
Even though some of it is just it's not like a first kiss, like feeling jealousy or betrayal, etc. Yet Erik still says they're valuable. Just as valuable as that first kiss. And that we want to, as souls, experience those negative emotions. There's really no negative or positive, he says, so that we can learn by contrast.
Yes, full spectrum living. That's why we come to Earth. I wonder if that's on the brochure we get when we incarnate. Full spectrum living.
The orientation brochure.
Yeah.
Column 1, choose your place. So, Erik, do you have any last minute messages you might want to give to the people out there?
He goes, if everybody could just close their eyes for a second and listen. He goes, now picture Miriam in your mind's eye. And he goes, I'm just going to walk up behind her. And he goes, I'm just going to grab her and I'm going to lift her up. And he's doing the Lion King thing where he's, presenting you holding over the cliff. And he's doing the sound, He goes, I present to you a human who understands that we are emotional beings and the value in connecting and being authentic to how you feel. My big thing that I'm going to say everywhere I go is know how you feel. Be able to identify it. Yes, identifying is a logical thing, but once you know how you're feeling, then you can move from that space and you can communicate clearer from that space. And all this chaos and this greed and need and suffering, he said, it'll skim to the surface and it'll move away because you're moving forward from how you feel and not what you think.
Yeah, feel first, think second. That's one of your mantras.
Yes.
And we usually don't do that. Usually we have a thought, and that produces an emotion, and that emotion provokes some sort of reaction. But instead, what Erik, you teach is that feel first. Try to become aware, emotionally, honestly aware of your feelings, and then let that produce thoughts, and those thoughts can then create a reaction.
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately, here's a thing against society. They're always teaching you not to do that. They always think that emotion is bad, and unfortunately, that bottles you up. What do you say to people who have that type of a problem, who have to go with the flow of society?
He says, well, if you're bottling up, you're deciding that you're going to give the power to the other person or power to the society and not power to yourself. And the reason people are speaking up about your emotional state of being is because they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to embrace it. They don't know how to acknowledge it, and they don't know how to fix it. And that's the fault of our society, saying that when somebody is emotional, whoever is around, it's their responsibility to rise to the occasion and go, oh, there, it's okay. Shh, you're all right. Fuck that. They're not all right, man. They're breaking down. They're connecting to something. Why can't you sit next to them and go, go. I'm right here. I don't need to say anything. You just let loose. So when you have an emotional experience and the society or the people around you are like, whether it's at a commercial, a movie, or you're just overwhelmed with how a mother is loving their child and it brings up tears, or how somebody is abusing somebody else and it brings up tears, whichever the emotion is, teach the person next to you, hey, I don't need anything from you. I just need to let this move through me. Just let it move through me. Just be with me. Or do you have a tissue? Because that'd be good. Maybe when you hang out with me next time, you bring some tissue. But that there's nothing required to fix what you're going through because nothing's broken. It's just moving through you with such vast amounts of energy, and you're resonating it. And then once it's there, it's gone. But as soon as you clamp it in, cry on the inside, be tough. He says, then you're holding that energy and you're trapping it, and it's going to create disconnections, disease, illness, all kinds of things. It'll create regrets. I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda. All these things that don't do good for the overall health of your energetic body, your emotional body, your mental body. All of it. It goes sour. So be strong enough to speak up and say to the people around you, I don't need anything from you. Just let me be the way that I need to be right now. But if you do need something, just say, yeah, I need you to listen to me while I blow up, and I don't want you to judge me. I don't need judgment right now. And then you just say how nasty your husband is because you're pissed off, or how angry you are at your wife. And at the end of it, you're like, but I love her so much. But I just going through a moment. And then the person is like, all right, you got it. You're more authentic than they are.
I think we've gotten better in society. I remember in the 50s and the 40s and 50s, we seemed like we're a lot more bottled up. So we have a long way to go, but we're getting there, Erik. Hard to be patient with us humans, isn't it?
Because patience requires time, Mother. And that I don't have, so I'm patient as hell. I'm patient as hell.
I understand, Jamie, that you're opening up classrooms in your center as well. That you're going to be doing classes soon.
I am. I'm starting a nonprofit, the Love and Light Institute, and we'll be hosting faculty worldwide and putting classes up about the science behind mind, body, emotion, and soul online and live streaming for everyone.
And I think it's really important for everybody to go to her website and subscribe to her newsletter. Keep up with all the wonderful things she's offering to the public.
Thank you.
It could be life-changing.
So thank you very much for this time to speak with you, all three of you. That includes you, Erik.
Yes. He's blowing kisses at you. He's like, oh, I love you so much.
Aww.
Sounds a little aggressive, but I think he really means it.
Thank you for watching MQuest TV. Get your copy of My Life After Death, a memoir from heaven, out in stores now. please visit MQuestMedia.com, where you can find articles, special events, and our monthly internet radio show Hidden Mysteries with my co-host Reverend Maria DeAndrea.